Kuwabha Shabata, Masha Panasha, Zakaha Kodeshaba, Shuwab Lahatawara, La Ayara, Kobal Haban, Kobal Haruak, Haya Awa.
They say there are them that keep the commandments, cause them have the right to the tree of life, and can go through the gate into the city, cause without, them a dog.
Thy kingdom come is told meg, so obey the Mosaic, nigga, that's great. Like the captivity when holy Moses stole the locust, scoliosis, get back crazy. Christ the living water, free to wave, will behave. I need a slave, Mr. Passways. He just laughed and said, nigga, it ain't over till then seen a higher choir full of fat ladies. Hamashiach birth was perfect, he don't act shady. Spirit dope from the womb like a crack baby. We Christ followers, let America meet the black Navy. And watch his privileged Christian cracker like black slave. Israelites, bitch, we humongous. Wise Q and Q the cucumber. I prep twice, my mind 2 bunkers. Voice of choice to the newcomers. My Micah Myers, I need blue jumpers. 300 kosher soldiers, Leonidas. Awards ready, Gideon Titus. No being nice, a knife to Dionysus. My law heathens, I quit being biased. The key to tree of life is being pious.
You loudmouth bitches barking at the dog whisperer. You will catch these paws in the name of the living word. I don't pump fake, I'm a pivot around this perimeter. They bite the jab step, whole time I'm checking your temperature. I can minister this literature in a verse into integers. All the babes in the truth weaned off the milk, get a quench of thirst. We are holy people, that's set apart like a room full of introverts. I guarantee you have never heard that up in your church. You see this woolly hair, plus my feet the color of brass. I'm just here to prophesy, my foot going up your ass. I'm smirk, while others chuckle, I'm glad I can make you laugh. Come on and sign a death row, all I need is your autograph. I got a stick in my hand like I'm ready to play fetch. You brag about your hands, but there's nothing you can't catch. I'm a landlord, no dogs around this complex. Been stepping on shit, can't keep my feet off next.
Yeah man, tell them boy I said, yo, you know hear me chain? Yo, hold my glasses, let me talk to them boy, yo. You see in the kingdom, you know see my mansion right there, sir. You know see my car, yeah man, you know see it, you know? Yo, Christian Corey. Now look on them now. Them outside of the gate and them can't come in. We eat everlasting fruit. No more pain, no more hunger. Just riches and wealth and good life and living. But because you know keep the commandments of the Most High, you're outside of the gate now and you can't come in here.
Deacon. Only 12 tribes in the kingdom and the dogs are outside, weeping and gnashing the teeth. You hear the outcries, to get there you gotta be humble and denounce pride. They in awe when them chariots come. You see the mouth wide, shout out to the northern kingdom. But I'm from Southside, we outside doing the work. You on the couch fried, the greasiest. The flow was easiest, swatting house flies. The big shark that outgrew his tank, you niggas trout size. Edomites faking the truth, but they about lies. Niggas don't pop it, they gossiping like some housewives. They call it Sakari for a reason. We throwing out knives, y'all lukewarm newborns. I like devout guys, you think you confident in the spirit until the doubt rise. Family of the word, you won't hear it until the drought dies. I was in the streets like a Muslim, handing out pies. The big cat comes in the room and watch the mouse hide.
Hey, Deacon, use your inside voice. You ain't outside. Out lies the white man by the gate and he listening. Stop your voice of many waters, go switch to your pictures thin. You embarrassing our fathers, be proper when you sit with men. And cross your legs, straighten up your posture and lift your chin. Be master's pattern model when the Oscar shit bitch pretend. Man, why the hell I'm pushing Stockholm? Now that Abraham Stockholm, Jerome. I'm by Yahweh, fuck a goof too. Yahweh shy, pluck a tooth loose. He that lead him luck a noose loose. Syrophoenician, fuck us deuce deuce. Carbon fifth, chuck a few loose. Duck, duck, yep, a goose loose. Brain splatter, color couscous. Then dance on it, bust a duke deuce. Recruiting fruit, yep, a poop coop. Body of Christ, looking Bruce Bruce. Big dog, knuckle, cop pulling until they click and load them. She no swift as eagles aboard the seat out her nigga scrotum. Foot the stick in the V flying until they Jimmy Croton. Robbing Jews and Jews of Judas, casing the chicken on them. But with Christ, bird's eye view, precision vision, show them fire bombing shit out the sky. Doubt them, we semicolon. I hawk them down, walk them down, convict the sentence on them. They take them through it, make them do it, pigeonhole them. We did them 5, but fair. We read the holy prophets in context and we parroted verbatim. Esau's church that's out here wicked. Culture vultures.
Christian. So here one now. Arm to them boy, man. They not even know if them serve God the right way. They live a righteous and positive life. There are bare things the most I have for them. Yo, a long time I watching Corey. A bare things you go on with the most I respect, you know. A man of intelligence and excellence, you know. One man who read the Bible and live it. And instead of just talk the talk, yeah, walk the walk, Corey.
The cipher.
Some of y'all want to hear something good, right? That's why y'all clicked on the track. You thought you was gonna get something. Well, guess what? We aiming at you. Bah! They come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. But I can see a fake Jake from a long way, way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Now my brothers keep swords and you know that. Light like midnight, black like Kodak. Ready for smoke, cause details like females. We don't share it, they ain't for retail. Just know that the spirit of love, spirit of grace and all of the above. I remember being young, dumb, stupid, riding around, having problems with other brothers I knew nothing about. But now we push community, now we look for unity, trying to get it synergy. A lot of y'all eulogy, may well read. I only come around when the smoke is something to see. You ain't a brother to me, you just a hating Satan. Need to repent for the spirit on you is taken away. Seen this title, thought the story would tell. I guess our people still under us, but ain't no smoke. You won't smoke, so I kinda don't last. The type of brother y'all wish I gon' pass. You won't smoke, you came for smoke, that's what you gon' get. Aim the cannon at you, let you get smoked down. You won't smoke, so I kinda don't last. The type of brother y'all wish I gon' pass. You won't smoke, you came for smoke, that's what you gon' get. Aim the cannon at you, let you get smoked down. They come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. But I can see a fake Jake from a long way, way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke, under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
Spend so much time getting this money, never realized them the faces of slave owners. Niggas a snake on you, he got shot in the face over slave owners. White people smile in my face, they the children of slave owners. They all fake, I hate them all, stole our history straight from us. Buying designer clothes from families traced back to slave owners. The Jewish man a bitch, they bought the land so we can't own it. They ain't get bought to slavery on no ships, like we ain't noticed. Deuteronomy 28, explain us leaving Cape Coast. Straight folks, they stole our name and our history straight from us. King James was black and Christ was too. Man, they straight bogus, but playing with the chosen's roulette while it's loaded. I pray your days closer, like bang, blow your brains open. The goal is keep us slaves with the paper. Putting drugs in the streets to keep us chasing. Yeah, keep the men out the house while they children stay growing. Make it war with each other so division stay focused. Control the media to make them hate us. If we teach them hate themselves, they'll never make it. Yeah, discriminate them at the job and lock them up for selling drugs. If we keep on teaching hate, they will never learn to love.
Hey, can brothers hear me? Yeah.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm using a new machine today. You know what I'm saying?
It looked new. It looked nice. It looked good.
I got a new
You look
piece
all
of equipment.
HD and stuff.
Oh nah, this not the camera. This same computer. I got
Okay, you talking about?
a podcast. Trying to see if this thing work. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. Like the video, you into the building, Bobby Kashab, man. I'm your brother Judah.
Captain on your all.
All right, man. Hey, we back at it, man. We back at it. We ain't seen both of us on the screen together in a minute, man. Unless it's in person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High for that. All right, so listen, man. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Mashiach, Yahweh, Shah Shabbat. All right, to the 12. All right, man. So we gonna get into it. Today's class is Diddy, Jewish president of Mexico, port strikes, and more. We're gonna try to keep it to 90 minutes. We're gonna try to let y'all go at least by 10:30 Eastern time, if we can. Elliot, go ahead and start pulling up what you need to pull up on your end.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Man, listen. Let me get a precept, man. Let me get a precept, man. Do me a favor, matter of fact. And Boaz supposed to be coming up. He said he gonna come up and eat.
Word.
Hey man, listen. I'm gonna say this before we get started. Before we get started, real quick. There go Boaz right there. Shalom, King.
Shalom, shalom, everyone. Shabbat, shalom.
All praises, all praises. All right, so before we get started, man, hey, look, check this out. We're not gonna hold you and prolong things. Hey, make sure you feast with us. This is a low quality picture of the new moon calendar, but make sure you feast with us for the new moon. All right, we got atonement coming up on the 12th, and we got tabernacles on the 17th. If you have not RSVP for tabernacles, if you are of the congregation, whether you're a soldier, a family member, or what have you, make sure you do that. All right, send your arms for your space to $anointed HOS. Not going to go to the school cash app. It's going to go to the original camp cash app, Anointed HOS, so you can get your spot in the building. All right. If you need to find out any more, if you're in our congregation chat, hit us up in the congregation chat to find out how much it is, and we'd love to have you out, man. So we're gonna have a good time through the spirit. All right. Also, go back to the beginning of the class when we did the pre-roll. Use that QR code, sign the petition. All right, we're calling for transparency with the brother in the investigation of the brother Javion McGee that found more information that is linking the sheriff and the sheriff's office to his death. So we're going to be having boots on the ground there real soon. We got some events going on. Make sure you donate to the school. Make sure you donate to the school. Make sure you donate to the school. All right, we're not brothers that take your money and do whatever we want with it. You've seen in the first year of us being in camp, we got us a school. See what I'm saying? And we need help. Money don't drop out of the sky. We need help.
Yeah.
Right? You feel me?
Right.
So with that being said, donate to the school, man. Don't be closed-fisted with the school. Donate to the school. Help us out. All right? So with that being said, are we going to get into it? Eliel, we're going to start with you. Actually, let me get a precept real fast. Boaz, read this for me. Give me Luke 12. I'm going to start at verse 3. Somebody turn their notifications off. Luke 12. And, yeah, let's read 2 and 3.
Start at 3 or start at 2?
Start at 2. We're going to read 2 and 3.
Con, it's the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
Hey, man, there's nothing that you do in private that's not going to be known by the Most High. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. We're starting to see this with the brother Diddy, what he got going on. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Okay. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops.
And you saw that with Donald Trump a couple years back when he was talking about grabbing female body parts. He said that in confidence to people in the car with him. Hey, shout out to the brother, Captain Yahawada, for the donation, man. If you want to donate, you know, we're going to start doing it like that, man. You know, get your comment seen. Not saying you got to donate for us. You know, we're going to read your comment. But, hey, man, we're gonna start being a little bit more class-centered. All right, and if you donate, of course, we're going to read your comment because, I mean, you put money into the camp and you helping us out. All right, so we appreciate that. However, we seen that a couple years back with Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump thought he was going to talk about grabbing female body parts to his confidants and just thought that they were just going to laugh and somebody was recording that thing. All right? Hey, man, the birds carry your prayers to the Most High. We read that in the scripture, right? So nothing done in the dark is going to be just hidden forever, right? You see the Most High talking about telling in Isaiah said, uncover the leg, take care of the thigh, right? Everything is going to be brought out. All right, go ahead, Elliot.
I'm sorry, Boaz playing games over there.
That's what he talking about.
No, he ain't talking about that. He said it'd be Diddy jokes and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All
Let's
right,
get to it.
just FYI, for anybody wondering, according to Scrappy, the baby oil, right? From the Diddy, before we get into Diddy, baby oil isn't just baby oil, right? It's something they put in your drink to make you forget. It's the Men in Black serum. That's what he said. He said that's why they got 1,000 bottles of it, because it's for everybody to come to the party if you involved in that freak off. But he said it ain't baby oil. It's make you forget serum. It's the flash potion. But look, so Diddy, right? Is there anything you was gonna say about this, Judah?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Right.
I ain't really going into Diddy.
Some of y'all probably seen this then, right? But I did some digging because you know me, I like to research. So I know a lot of people don't take anything that Jaguar Wright says seriously, right? So they don't ever go look it up. But between this interview and one of them interviews that Judah was talking about earlier on that other show, I forget the name of that show, but that other show, the brother show with the blue couch, between them interviews and this interview, there's things you could look up. And when you look them up, she not lying. So if she not lying about those things, it either means two things. She's like Lil Woody, and she know how to mix in the lie with the truth real good and make it sound, you know, convincing. Or, and, you know, make it start an investigation. Because if y'all didn't know, Jaguar Wright is one of the whistleblowers for this Cassie thing. So the timeline, for those of y'all that don't know about this Diddy thing, right? Jaguar Wright comes out in 2022, right after COVID, and tells everybody that Diddy, you know, got some sexual deviancy going on, right? Then we first hear about the Cassie case. 2023, we hear more about the Cassie case. Beginning of this year, the little man comes out, right? Cat Williams, and tells everybody, you know, it's gonna be a case. And yeah, then we actually see the case, right? We see Diddy get pay her off and all that other stuff like start to happen. Now, Diddy's been arrested. So Jaguar Wright, you know, she's being put on all these shows now because it's like a lot of the things that she was saying 2 years ago. Everybody wrote her off for being wrong and conspiracy theorists. And Diddy and them was just saying she's jealous because for those of y'all that don't know who she is, the woman that sings on all of the Jigga songs, Jigga's Jay-Z from back in the day, and she's never listed as a feature. The woman that's on the background singing for Mary J. Blige, and she's never listed as a singer. And all them other women, right? And like it's always the same woman's voice. It's this woman right here, right? And allegedly, based on what she's gonna tell us in this video, she got her shine, and what you could look up about her, she got her shine from Diddy, right? And Jay-Z, and them in that whole group in the 90s, Bad Boy and stuff. but she met them as a sex worker. She was a dominatrix, right? So she comes in the Diddy circle as a dominatrix, then ends up on people's songs. And ironically, as we all hear in the music industry, right? We've heard the term, they do something strange for a little bit of change. And now with Jaguar Wright and a lot of other people like Cat Williams and other folks coming out with certain things, we see what they mean by that, right? Which is why this Diddy case is so important, because it's going to expose a lot of people in the industry that have been, doing strange things for a lot of change things. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just people in the music industry, right? You'll see that Dwayne Wade experienced this, which is why he's in the situation he's in. uh Biggie experienced this, which allegedly is why he was killed. This is all stuff that people have already put on the internet and stuff like that as sources and stuff, which is why a lot of this got looked up. And also the stuff about the Tupac murder, right? They all say it links back to Diddy and certain things people knew about Diddy. The passing of Diddy's ex-wife, Kim Porter, right? They say allegedly it's because she had a tell-all book. And she's from the same industry as, the Faith Evans and all of them types. So we kind of going to get into it. If you could, Boaz, give me Psalm 83. Because I'm going to play a little bit of this video. Judah, I don't know if you're still there, if you're listening. Could I play from 3 minutes to 11 minutes and 45 seconds? Is that going to be cool? Or that's too much time?
Hey,
it's like 9 minutes. Yeah.
Hey, we don't care about no strike on this video.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said we don't care about no strike on this video. Who cares?
All right, bet. It shouldn't be a strike though, because this was done on YouTube.
You know how they be doing
a YouTube show, so we should be straight.
Yeah, they be trying to do us dirty, but you got it.
All right, well, damn.
Hey, shout out to the brother soldier REI, Soldier Araya, all right, for the donation, man. We appreciate you out.
How about you, Shabrakata? But yeah, give me Psalm 83 real quick.
God, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
So part of the crafty counsel of the music industry, as a lot of us know, some of us were in it, some of us have seen it, some of us know people that have been through this type of stuff. There's certain levels to the music industry, right? There's certain people that get to a certain level, some of them, not all of them, but certain ones, end up having to do certain things, right? Usually the upper echelon. So you could slide in through the cracks and everything like that if you know people, but usually if you don't know people, there's one or two ways you get in, and one of them was Diddy, right? And his peers. You feel what I'm saying? So gatekeeping. Y'all remember the term I gave you guys back in the day, boule, right? We did a couple lessons on it, me and Judah, just for old time's sake, right? So we had the boule lessons that we did, and we just recently on the class on Milk Monday spoke about Greece, right? Real quick before we play this video, just to bring it home. It's all ironic. It all comes together, right? So the boule is a council of 500 that deliberated council from ancient Greece, right? Now we have in America something called the Black Boule, which is a council of your celebrities and your Black caucus, your Hispanic caucus, and all them type of people that got power in America, right? And they're basically the gatekeepers for the people in power, right? So this is a thing that we had back in the day in Greece when we were in Greece. Now we have it here in America now that we're being controlled. And through this boule, right, they have certain power, certain privileges that they get to do that other people don't, right? There's ways into the boule. We taught you guys about the frats and stuff like that, right, at one point. And then from there, the frats become, these sex parties and stuff like that if you're in the industry and you didn't get to go to college or something like that and come in through that prestigious route like MLK did, right? You could go the entertainment route like all these other people that we know about today. So give me 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and 18. We're going to get two more scriptures and then we're going to get into this video real quick. because a lot of the stuff that Jaguar Wright says is true, from what I've been able to research. And it ain't even like a lot of hush about it because it sounds so outrageous. People just ain't gonna look it up, right? Like black people being the Israelites. A lot of people don't look it up because it sounds outrageous, right? Like sounds too good to be true. So it's certain things like that. What she says, it's outrageous, right? It sounds egregious. So a lot of people don't decide to look it up, see if it's true. But when you do, it's actually easy to find out a lot of this information, which is probably why the feds have been able to make a case about it. Go ahead, read that out.
Con, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 18. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body.
See that? So Diddy, him being this Dr. Love, this supposed to be a guy that high value Christian man, as he used to say, and stuff like that, right? And we find out he's got these freak offs, right? Freak is really the word that they're using. It's really called something else, if you could get the drift, right? All you adults in the building, the other F word, right? That's really what they're called. Hence why TD, when he gets pulled up in the case, right? TD cakes, right? He's known as Power Bottom because of what he can do with his kick. Yeah. So y'all get what I'm saying, right? So that's what this situation is. And these are two, TD is the pastor, and Tyler Perry and Diddy, they be at the party, and they supposed to be damn near bishops at his church, right? Deacons or whatever. People that could like teach, you know what I'm saying? There's even videos of Tyler Perry up there on the pulpit teaching, and what he do, like baptize him or something? He hit him with the Holy Ghost or something like that, right? He did something to TD and make him fall out. So we've seen it before, right? We've showed it to y'all. So like these type of things are the things that the boule are able to do that other people that might be known as black celebrities don't have the privilege of doing, right? And they all get together with these tight-knit parties and stuff like that, and they do real awkward things, right? Jaguar, as she's going to tell you here, and as you could look up yourself, was a dominatrix. She was first found as a sex worker going to these parties, and from there they found out she could sing. You know what I mean? She probably was at one of the parties one day. They had to brunch afterwards on the Sunday, like Diddy does at his party, and then he might have let her sing for him or something, and then decided to throw her on some tracks, but never put her name out there. She made some like money behind the scenes, right? So that's but she still has a catalog that you could look up, so you can see all the songs that she's on. You know what I mean? And she's on some pretty good songs, so she's probably still getting paid for those as well. But we're gonna get into this video real quick. Let y'all see what she's talking about. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the building. Baba Kashai.
I'm going to start with you. You've been called a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines after comments where you called him a sex trafficker. And in response, you were called crazy and jealous. Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was it?
That's what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, do you think? What was going on?
For those of you that don't know, she's now listed as a victim as well in the case, because apparently the reason she stepped out from them, she was assaulted at one of these parties, right? While doing the dominatrix thing. And since then, allegedly, according to her, she's been sending, hey, Shalom, coach. She's been sending sex workers, right? That might be getting hired by Diddy because she knows the person that hires them and stuff. So she knows what network they go through and all that type of stuff to find these people. And apparently she's been hiring her own sex workers that she knows through the network because she used to work for them to put the cameras on for her and to give her a tape. So a lot of the things she's saying, people are like, well, how you know? You know what I'm saying? Unless you was there. And if you're there, then you're guilty. She's like, no, I'm not actually guilty. I'm hiring people to go there because I know the people that he's hiring to go there. Right? So I'm giving him some bread to, give me the tape because these sex workers are the ones wearing the videos or the cameras, right? They got like body cams on, like the police would have, right? So you can see everything. You feel me? So that's basically what she's gonna explain here. And again, it's stuff you can look up.
Going on.
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years, I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton.
Something else you're gonna realize: all of these people started with Jewish handlers. That crafty council, right? If you know anything about the Jewish people, they come from the Romans. They were the Idumeans. If you know anything about the Idumeans, they have a history of fornicating with men, right? They had this thing called pederasty, where they would take a little boy and raise him up as an apprentice, right? Donald Trump show. And make that kid follow him around and be able to have sex with him whenever they want, all that type of stuff, right? It was also something they used for war to allow them to, be on some Brokeback Mountain type stuff where they basically lay down their life for their brethren that they're, breaking backs with on the mountain. So that type of stuff is what comes from Greek culture, right? That's what they were known for. If you know Plato, he's famous for saying that the inner relationship between man and woman is only for procreation. If a man wants to know pure pleasure, he should get with the boy. That's what Plato said. I have the quote. You can Google the quote. It's a quote that lives through time forever. He's a philosopher. Yeah. And that was Roman philosophy, right? So, not Greek philosophy, but Roman philosophy or Greco-Roman philosophy. So that's what that was. That was their philosophy. And now in America, they've turned that into a philosophy for entertainment, right? Something they do in the entertainment industry. They got the casting couches and all these other different things, right? Where they tape and humiliate people and have their little parties. They're all white parties, right? Like the ones we saw Lil Baby at, where he was taking all them provocative pictures. They couldn't get Lil Baby. Well, hell, actually, I don't know, because we've heard that he's been gay too, right? For a little bit since them pictures came out. All the gay rumors came out about him. So that's something that you realize, right? A lot of these dudes who've gotten prominent success real quick, like, they usually did something strange for a little bit of change. And usually when the rumors come out about them, they're not just rumors. It's people attesting to things they know about. But they get thrown off as rumors because, ain't nobody going to think Lil Baby gay. He's supposed to be this big-time skinny Crip nigga with no tattoos, right? All they used to say was he used to sell drugs to them. They didn't say he was about none. But when he came out, they made you believe that because that's what they can do, right? But anyway, different story for another time. Back to Diddy.
I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted. To live through these things and hear your elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just avoid him, honey. It's not good enough. Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. So you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't have pictures with him, and they'll tell you why. Because if you get caught in a picture with him, it's something that could be used against you, right? The way he takes pictures of people, he usually has his arm around them, and he's got a big old smile. It's always a weird-looking picture if you look at it, right? Even the pictures with him and 50 Cent, which Vivica A. Fox told everybody 50 Cent was gay in 2015, and her career went downhill. Now she's fat, telling everybody she wants a high-value man. See what happened? So, hey. But story for another time.
Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange.
Jewish man.
He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now?
Y'all see this? So, I know the brother said that she's no better for telling Esau and stuff like that. But when Esau is the only authority and your people are destroying your own people, it's only so much you could do, right? This is a situation where a sister, who's Cassie, right? She came out because a woman was killed, which would be Kim Porter. And Cassie, you know, well, we saw what the hell was happening to her. She even made a song, right? Y'all remember that song? Me and You from Cassie? Huh? I know Judah remember that damn song.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So look.
The song was trash.
Hey, bro, you know me, I'm getting on Northern Kingdom like that, man. Damn. All right. The song was ass. But look. It's a catchy ass song though. It's one of the worst catchy songs ever. But the the thing is this though, right? The lyrics to that song, when you read them, it's actually like she's explaining a Diddy party. One of the things she put in the case, Diddy used to make her have sex with people, right? And watch it. And if you listen to Me and You, she's literally describing an instance where she's dealing with a dude Diddy told her about. She's been looking at him for a while. He decides he wants to come in here, check her out because he heard what she could do. You know what I'm saying? And it go from there, right? When you listen to the lyrics of the song, if you know the song I'm talking about. So even the song, the only song she has that was a hit, the only song she has is about a sexual instance with Diddy. So it's crazy.
That he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him.
John 1-9, Boaz. And after this, I'm gonna just let it play this last 6 minutes. I'm gonna read one thing, Judah, and then I'm gonna be done.
It's the book of John, chapter 1 and verse 9. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
First John 1-9.
Oh, I thought you were talking about John.
Nah. First John.
Slovakia.
Click on the sword.
Con. This is First John chapter 1 and verse 9. It reads, "If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness."
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's right. Diddy do gotta confess. Not to the feds though. He gotta confess to the Most High. He gotta repent. Right? That's his only option to save his life. And he probably also gotta accept that crown of death so the Most High can give him a crown of life. Because like they said, he might not be getting out of jail.
To do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important.
If you ain't seen that, you should watch it. Good movie.
Salute to Zoe Kravitz.
She's Jewish.
The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be.
If you've ever studied body language before, you know either she's really good actress or she actually seen some stuff. And she's actually experienced what she talking about and she's scared about something. Right?
And you know what's crazy, bro?
What's up?
Piers Morgan, he went from CNN, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he got his own show.
I think CNN, then Fox or CBS or something like that, and then that.
He's always been sort of a smart ass. And I can tell the way they doing this interview is low-key trying to mock her because she's very animated.
Mm-hmm.
But
he don't seem like he can say nothing.
Yeah, because the thing is, why they probably trying to just get a story out of it and mock her and make her look crazy, the things that she's been saying for years on all of these low-level platforms like the Art of Dialogue and I think she was on the Art of Dialogue and the other one where his bodyguard has been on it.
Yeah, Gene Deere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's been on all of these low-level platforms for so long, and now this stuff has happened. Now he's trying to get in on it, and she's very animated. It seems like he's trying to mock her in a sense, but like
real life production.
Right, but you see the body language. You know, some people are very extra, and some people really, some people really have seen something.
Mm-hmm. She looking like she's seen something.
Facts.
So, and like I said, like things she's gonna say in a minute, I'm about to show you. Like you can actually look certain things up and put things together. Like what she's gonna say about R. Kelly and Jay-Z and how that whole thing is tied together. I could prove that just off of Google research and AI. Shout out to AI.
It's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows.
She for real. Like, I got a basketball coach who used to tell us about stories about Will Smith and Diddy and all these other people just from parties used to happen in London. You know what I'm saying? My dad been to parties where they've been, you know, like, bruh, shit. It's proof that brothers is gay from back in the day. People known this for a long time. It's just like now, because of, I guess, the modern media and everything like that, all them old articles are hard to find on the internet because they're from the 90s and stuff, right? They've been able to basically shadow warrior themselves into the, you know, new age, where it make it seem like he's this straight guy, right? Which has happened with a lot of guys, you know, possibly 50 Cent too. Just
And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people.
Hey, Judah Boaz, how much I want to bet that Skip Bayless on one of them things? That's why Shay did it.
Keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making ditties.
Watch this. Last part. If it play.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Since Me Too began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same kind of scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing.
Y'all probably didn't even understand what she just said. Look, do y'all know who Dream Hampton is?
Oh.
Boaz, look.
That's cold.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Look. 2 seconds, Judah.
Yep.
Dream Hampton. This is the woman that put together the Surviving R. Kelly you know, Lifetime special, right? The one where he's crying and stuff and everything with Gayle. She's the one that produced it, right? All the witnesses, the females that supposedly came out against R. Kelly, she's the one that got them to do it. The way how, allegedly, is because of Jay-Z. How do they know each other? This woman, Dream Hampton, is the filmmaker, writer, and producer for Jay-Z's memoir, Decoded, right? The story of his life that was put together in 2010, his documentary, if you will, his autobiography, was written, directed, sponsored, you know, everything by this woman, Dream Hampton, right? R. Kelly, for those of you guys that don't know, when it comes to the rumors and everything, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, and Diddy were the three sexual gatekeepers of the music industry, right? R. Kelly typically would get the little boys and the little girls and stuff like that. Diddy would get, you know, everybody in between, and then Jay-Z would get the upper echelon people, which is why his case is going to be last. So R. Kelly went first, as we saw, right? He got put down. he didn't snitch on nobody though, right? He, you know, he kept it solid or whatever. No pun intended. Pause. And then Diddy, right? Now he's in the situation. What Jaguar was explaining to us is that Jay-Z, right, obviously would know about R. Kelly's victims because he's been there for a lot of the situations. He's involved in this too, right? So to keep these women quiet against himself, R. Kelly must have been in a situation where he was going to snitch for some reason, right? So they lock him up, right? Other people have died probably because they were in a position to snitch, right? I don't know how deep it goes. It could be as deep as, because they say that these sexual parties have been going on way before Diddy and all these dudes, right? Like all these Jewish guys been running the industry for a long time, not just the rap industry. They ran Motown and all that type of stuff, right? What's that dude from Motown? The gay black guy from Detroit?
Yeah. Oh man, I know what you're talking about. Give me a hot second. I did it for you.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy
Yeah,
Jones.
there it is.
Thank you. Yeah. You know, Quincy Jones got turned out by one of them gay Jewish dudes, right? Quincy Jones, he worked with James Brown, who died.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that happen?
With Tevin Campbell too.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, Tevin Campbell, Prince in the elevator, right? Could it be these people died because they knew what was going on and had a reason to snitch? Yeah, turn Michael Jackson. That's what I'm saying. So all these people that had something to do with him are dead, and he's still alive, right? He's the first Diddy of the R&B soul side, right? First black guy that they pop up to be put in that situation, in that position. So, that's how deep it goes. In closing, just to tell you guys some things that she said, right? She talked about Usher being gay, which, if you know anything about that, he basically snitched on himself. Common, how he likes white guys, right? And there's been rumors about him and all the women he's gotten with, except for the one that did what they wanted her to do, which would be Serena Williams, who's now with the white billionaire, right? All of the women he's been with that are black have had bad careers after they broke up with him. For some reason, ironically, right? Except for Serena, who's with the white guy. Erykah Badu being a gatekeeper, Kamari Simmons and Gabrielle Union being married to gay dudes that they knew he was gay before that. 50 possibly being gay, and like I said, Gabrielle Vivica A. Fox put that rumor out there in 2015, and ironically, her whole career got shut down after that. Now she's doing Old Spice commercials and stuff. She talked about Faith Evans and Kim Porter being industry plants, and that Faith Evans actually knew Diddy was going to die. That's why she happened to not be there with her husband the night he was killed. And Kim Porter putting all that stuff in her autobiography, which you didn't get to read, and she died before it was supposed to come out within the 7 months of pneumonia. And nobody knew she was killed. We talked about Dream Hampton, which we just spoke about. And I think that's all I got. So, yeah, it's very possible that the things you're saying could be true. And the rumor will be if Jay-Z gets taken out the way, the next gay lord of New York is going to be 50 Cent. And if you think I'm lying, 50 Cent put out something recently that said he hasn't had sex with a woman in over 10 years. He didn't say he hasn't had sex in over 10 years. He said he hadn't had sex with a woman specifically. So I yield with that. There you go, Drew.
That's crazy. All right, Con. So, all right. Next on the list. Current.
Yo, Mike is
Down.
something happening.
Now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it's something I did. My bad. Hold on real quick.
Nope. He's gone now. Hit something else. Nope.
In the world is happening?
There it is. You back?
Yeah, something going on with this thing. I bet. Am I good now?
Yeah, we hear you.
I bet. And I was listening to it. It don't sound that good.
Yeah. It's like when you turn your mouth away from the mic, we can't hear you no more.
All right, Con. All right, so you've been paying attention to the news with everything that's been going on, port strikes and all of this stuff like that. In between the port strike frenzy and everybody buying up toilet paper and all that stuff like that, we see that there has been a new president of Mexico. There's a new president in Mexico. And the thing that was funny, and all the black people was calling it when I seen it on IG, her last name is Scheinbaum.
Yeah.
Her name is Claudia Scheinbaum. This is her right
They
here.
probably don't know what that is. Scheinbaum don't sound Jewish to them.
Hey, the black people were calling it out. They was like, it sounds mighty Jewish to me. So I looked it up. And so we're on NBC News. It says Mexico's first female president is also its first Jewish president. Now,
don't she kind of look like Kamala Harris? A little bit.
A little bit.
Not as bad. Well, Kamala don't look as bad as her, but she ages like a
like a white woman. Yeah,
for sure. Right. So it says though Claudia Scheinbaum isn't religious, and describes her Jewish heritage in cultural terms, her election is a benchmark for Jews in Latin America. The scholar notes. Now, I want everybody to ask themselves, why is that? Right? Yeah, Con. Why is, matter of fact, I'm turning this mic to my regular mic because you know what, we ain't about to say. I'm going to sell this joke that I'm using. This ain't gonna work.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Perfect. Oh, yeah, you sound like, yeah, damn.
All right, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm selling this. Anyway, so why is this so important, right? Why is this so important that there is now a Jewish person as the president of Mexico? This is colonization all over again.
Facts.
Why is there a European as the president of Mexico? Now watch this, right? I'm about to pull this up really quick.
And I tried to look up if she related to the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. AI ironically wouldn't give me no answer for that. It didn't even give me nothing. It just said AI review unavailable. So I bet you she related to one of them. And ironically, she's not stouting her Jewish religion as such. Is more so cultural practice type or cultural thing as far as practice thing. So them, it's the same thing for them too.
Smart.
You know
what I mean? Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's kind of interesting because now that I think about it, she's, you know what I'm saying, Jewish, and then Kamala Harris's husband
is Jewish. Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of talks about him doing certain things in the office as far as like trying to show his cultural heritage and teach people certain things. So I'm like, I don't know. I might be thinking outside the box where it's like they'll try and like work together, combine something crazy. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something, right? And this is why I brought this up. It's very crazy how you have a European, and when I say European, people gonna say, "Oh, these are Jewish people." Watch this. Watch this. Boom. This is NBC News again. It says most Ashkenazi Jews are genetically Europeans. Surprising study finds. That's not surprising at all. We've been saying this forever, right? But okay, let's go back to this.
That's what they want to call themselves,
right?
They want you to think the real European.
Right. Now let's go back. Now, if you read biblical history, you read all these books that the whistleblowers have written. You read Babylon and Timbuktu, you will find that the Jews of the Bible, which these people claim to be, have nothing to do with Europeans, right? How do we have the 13th tribe of Arthur Kessler? How do we have what he wrote in his book as a Jewish man himself? And then you have these people claiming to be Europeans and the real Jews at the same time. It doesn't make any sense, right? But let's go back to this article. It says Claudia Sheinbaum didn't just make history when she was selected as Mexico's first female president. She will also be the first Jewish president in the country with one of the world's largest Catholic populations in the world. Now, here's my problem with that alone. She's not the first Jewish president in a Latin country, in a Hispanic country. She's the first Jewish president in a largely Catholic population. That's what we point out, right? Now, this whole article wants to go over her not being religious, and she just looks. She's Jewish by culture. We're gonna get into that in a second.
So if she's not religious, why does the Catholic part matter?
No, if she's not religious, why does the Jewish part matter?
Well, yeah, hell, both of them. If she's not religious, why does it matter that she's not Jewish, practice-wise, and why does it matter that she's serving a largely Catholic population? They're not looking at her as a Jew because she said she's not Jewish as far as that's concerned. She's not Jewish cultural or practice-wise, religiously, right? She's only Jewish ethnic-wise, is what she's trying to say.
Right. Now, the third paragraph says, I grew up without religion. That's how my parents raised me. Sheinbaum 61 said in 2018 at a gathering hosted by a Jewish organization in Mexico City. Now, if you look her up, both her parents are considered Mexican. Her mother is a Mexican. Her father's last name is Sheinbaum.
It's actually, hold on.
Sheinbaum.
Her father's name is Sheinbaum Yoselovitz.
That's it.
And she took the Yoselovitz part off and just left the Sheinbaum because it sounds less Jewish. Her name is Sheinbaum Yoselovitz.
I'm glad you said that. Because he actually has like multiple last names. It's crazy, right? Huh. Now,
that's the Mexican name.
Now, let me get. Yes. All right. So boom. She says, but obviously the culture that's in your blood, right? So she's saying she's Jewish by heritage, not by religion. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me Sirach 17 and 11 real quick. What was written about the real Jews
and their heritage?
Just the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
So the law, the part that she would say is religious, is what was given as a heritage.
That's their culture.
So how can you say you're not religious, but the culture is in my blood?
When the culture is the religion.
Right? So let's keep going. She says, she says her maternal grandparents were Jews who migrated to Mexico from Bulgaria before the Holocaust, while her paternal grandparents had fled from Lithuania in the 1920s. Sheinbaum's parents were born in Mexico. So she considers herself Mexican.
She Bulgarian and Lithuanian. Them Slavic people we just talked about last Monday, she one of them that moved to Mexico. She's a Slav.
Yep. So next it says, while campaigning, Sheinbaum considers herself a woman of faith, but is not religiously affiliated. Perhaps that's why there has been relatively little discussion about her becoming Mexico's first Jewish president. Now, check this out. That's like me going to Japan and being whatever they have over there.
Oda Judah Yasharallah.
Right.
Shogun.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. How does a Jewish person become the president of Mexico? Now, what can come of that? Who runs this country behind the curtains?
The powers that be. Yeah, nobody know who they is, but we know they're Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
The border of Mexico and the border of the United States is, come on, right? But I just wanted to bring that out because we need to watch and see what comes of this.
Especially if 2 women get elected.
Oh,
that's gonna be crazy.
In this day and age, the woman power thing and the Me Too movement we just spoke about, like, yo.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
2 fake black women. We got a fake Mexican and a fake black woman. Both of them white. One's married to a Jewish one, and the other one is a Jewish person. You can't make this. You can't make this up.
Nah, you can't. You can't. So let's go to the next thing. Let's go to the next thing. All right. And we're probably gonna wrap it up here shortly. Just world events, man. Just world events things are going on that we need to pay attention to. Right? Watch this. Watch this. Put it. Let's watch. Now, I'm gonna just go into it real fast. The port strikes, right? The port strikes. We know, brothers, if you're in the congregation, brothers and sisters, if you're in the congregation, you've been in the chats. You've seen how we've been putting like, hey, get your house in order, you know, because these port strikes, if they last long enough, it can affect something. Now, a lot of people was like, yo, you know, this, that, and the third can happen, whatever. The port strike lasted 5 days, and it's over now, right? Now watch this.
It's suspended till January.
It's suspended. Now watch this. Let me just share this screen real quick.
And it's suspended for a reason. Believe that. We're gonna start it back up right when it's time for famine and recession.
Watch this.
With no indication of how long it will last, the port strike called Tuesday poses a very real threat to inflation and the ongoing U.S. economic expansion. Now, nearly 50,000 longshoremen have walked off their jobs, demanding higher wages and protection from automation. Unless the impasse is solved quickly, U.S. consumers could begin to feel the impact. Price increases for things like fresh fruit, artificial Christmas trees, agricultural products, and autos are just some of the things that could be hit. And
hey, hold up, dude.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh,
I was about to say, niggas need Christmas trees that bad? He gonna bring up that with the food and the toilet paper and the water, bro? That's
he
crazy.
said artificial Christmas trees.
It ain't even the real ones, right? The ones you put in a box that you can leave in the attic for 100 years.
Yeah, facts.
Felt soon. The East Coast and Gulf ports account for nearly half of all U.S. imports and are thus central to the nearly $30 trillion U.S. economy. The Federal Reserve is looking to lower interest rates, a policy path that could get derailed should inflation, however temporary, start to perk up again. Now, on the bright side, the West Coast ports can handle some of the redirected traffic. Also, companies have long known that a strike was a real possibility, so they've been bracing by stockpiling inventory and taking other precautionary measures. Now, finally, there's a feeling that if the stoppage gets prolonged, President Joe Biden can step in, use his authority to make the two sides take a cooling off period that would restore port activity. But if the strike's not resolved soon, the prospects for the U.S. economy and consumers still battling against spiraling inflation get dimmer by the day.
All right, so now watch this, right? Watch this. This is how money hungry America is. I was listening to a financial podcast about this whole thing, right? And the question was, how is this going to affect holiday shopping? Now, mind you, fresh fruit was going to be something that was going to be impacted. They already talked about if it lasted long enough, throw all the produce, vegetables included, off the ship because it's going to be bad by the time it gets here. So you heard what he said about the rerouting of the ships to the West Coast. Ships move very, very slow. Them cargo ships are not moving that fast, right? Yeah. So they're already having to throw things off the ship if it was to last a certain length of time. But when the question came out about what is this going to mean for consumers for holiday shopping, they said, like you heard, that the U.S. economy or the economists and the owners of these large corporations have already predicted this strike because they were at the end of their 6-year contract. And they knew at the end of those 6 years, negotiations start. and because there was no contract already put back in place for when that one was over, they knew a strike was coming. Great. They said that these people were stockpiling things already. So you and I can go spend money that we're not going to have because of inflation for Christmas time.
Meaning people getting their Christmas presents right now.
Not even. They're going to get their Christmas presents at the same time they was always going to get them. The thing is, these stores have started stockpiling a year ago.
The stores are stockpiling the Christmas presents so they don't run out of stock.
So they don't run out of stock. Don't lose no money.
They can't store the food, but they storing them damn artificial Christmas trees.
Right.
That make up half of the economy, like the dude said. That is crazy.
Right. Now,
hell?
let's talk about it, right? The port workers were wanting a 77% pay raise. They got a 60% pay raise.
62%.
Yeah. And it makes sense. The reason why they accepted this contract is because when you're in negotiation, you start high and then you work your way down to what the point is that you actually wanted to be at anyway. Right? You could get a job off the street as a port worker, a longshoreman, and you can make $90,000 with overtime. You can make $200,000 a year, right? Whatever. As you have seen, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up again. Hey, Sister Denaja's in the building. Shalom says, hey, you might be the next one on this one. Hold on. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. And we're going to get into some precepts in a second to show. We're going to get some precepts on this in a minute to show that this is real. Right? Let me see if I can't find a video on this. All they want to talk about is these longshoremen. It's more than the longshoremen. They haven't put a video up on it. Don't worry about it. Amazon workers have started walking out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Amazon workers started walking out. They started going on.
Ain't gonna be nobody bringing your packages now?
Yep, they started going on.
FedEx Ground and UPS.
I was in AutoZone the other day. I was in Advanced Auto the other day. I heard about the trucker. He was going in there for death fuel. He said they're about to go on strike.
Who the truckers for AutoZone?
No, the truckers. Period. The trucking industry.
What the hell they going on strike for? Ain't nobody finna.
Hey, now watch this. Something that I said is important. Remember, this would have affected the election and it went too long. They're not happening. Right? All that is happening is what Sister Denise said. The Most High is about to destroy Babylon. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Now, and we're going to end the conversation tonight here because there's a lot that we could go into. All right. All right, boom. Well, I got notes for days on this. So, all right. So the longshoremen have a significant aspect of labor history, right? So they work with the shipping companies. That's why the truckers, if they go, it's a labor trail. The stuff from the other countries get put on the ships. The ships bring it to the port, and the port puts it on the trucks. If the trucks start saying we ain't going, nothing's moving once it hits land. Right? Now, let's talk about some of these and I got a lot of notes on this. We might just go into this one day to go on the history of this because the Bible talks about all of this stuff. Let's just go into biblical prophecy that we saw unfold for 4 or 5 days, which is about to show what's going to happen soon, right? Now, let's talk about economic collapse and global trade disruption, right? So we see in the last days, the Bible talks about economic instability and collapse, right? This could be linked to disruption in global trade with these longshoremen strikes, inflation, these different. You hear Donald Trump when he starts talking about what he wants to do in the country. He wants to start building cars here again. He wants to drill as much as he can here because he doesn't want to deal with these other countries, which could end
So
up.
he's going to put tariffs and all that type of stuff on people.
I'm just about to say that he's about to start putting tariffs. He said if we do work in China, he said China came and stole from us, just taking all our jobs. They're going to be working. We're going to have factories in their country for cents on the dollar. This is what he's saying he wants to do, right? Now let's get Revelation 18. Let's get Revelation chapter 18.
You want to start at 1?
Hold on, let me get there real quick. Now, do I want to start at 1? Yeah, let's start at number 1.
Okay. This book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Stop. Read that again. The merchants of what?
It says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
The main complaint against these, that the longshoremen and the port workers are complaining about, is these corporations are making billions of dollars and giving them nothing. They're making more and more money and not giving them raises. I think they was getting 2.5% raises a year in that contract that they currently had before, right? They saying that the Bible says the merchants have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right? You have to think, we always talk about how practical the Bible is. A lot of times we read the Bible and we be very mystical, if that's the word with it, right? We mystify the word.
Comes from Greece, like we talked about.
Right, but everything works for the purpose of what the Most High is doing. So when the merchants of the earth start to dry up, it's going to be a practical reason why it happens. Yes, we know the Most High is the all-powerful being. He can just poof and it's over with.
But it don't work like that. He don't.
It don't work. There's steps to this.
Mm-hmm.
And you just
he gives us time to prepare too. So it's gonna be,
and that's gonna go into our next scripture, yo. Because it's steps to this.
Mm-hmm.
And a strike, everybody walking out, is one of them. Because what these big corporations are trying to do in these ports is automate all the systems. They're trying to automate the cranes. They're trying to automate that big thing that picks up the what's the name and moves it from one end to the other and then puts it on the bed of the truck. Those big container, them
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called either.
Big metal thing that takes up the containers and
it just goes from one end to the other, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what's crazy is this: when you see the trucks on the street, the big metal 18-wheelers, that came off a ship. But that port workers are the reason why that thing got off the ship and onto the truck. So if the merchants are going to have a problem, which we're going to read in a minute, that's part one of it. Now they try to make you feel a little bit better by saying, I've been studying this stuff for the past few days. They're trying to make you feel better by saying, well, you got to understand the majority of the food that you eat in America is grown here. Okay. We can talk about that one too. You got to think. These people think they're bigger than God, and they know this Bible, right? Keep reading.
God. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues."
Stop. What is a plague that can happen to stop the food from growing? Eliel just said it earlier. It's called a famine. It's called a famine. I'm sure the majority of the food that the Egyptians was eating during Joseph's time was grown in Egypt. Until that famine happened. Right? We have to think about these things. When the Most High puts his hand on a place, it's through practical reasons. Right? Real quick. I gotta find it. Keep reading. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, famine is one of the 4 horsemen, though. One of y'all ain't know that. So it's definitely gonna be some famines for the S.
Right.
Verse
This might
5.
be the first one.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived delicately. Man, I'm struggling with that one. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Go ahead.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her. Slakia, deliciously.
There you go.
Slakia.
It's late, y'all. It's late.
and live deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Go ahead.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Yo, you heard for a couple of, I ain't even gonna hold you. When I was shopping, just in case this thing kind of got crazy, right? Nobody was paying attention. I saw one couple in there with a lot of stuff, and they were a little older. So I was, and older people don't shop at 9:30 at night. They're there very early. This is how you know they was paying attention. Everybody else was buying PlayStation games, and I was looking at people's cars. They was buying Pringles and peanuts and popcorn. They was about to go home and watch a movie, whatever it was. You see what I'm saying? In the clothing aisle, in the electronic aisle. I get there like hella water there. All the toilet paper was there that particular day.
Damn.
All and then starting the day before yesterday, all the toilet paper went disappear.
Yeah, because that's when all the news memes came out. Poor strike.
But we've been on this because if you read the scriptures, you see that this stuff is going to happen, right? Read verse 11.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Since COVID, I never stopped shopping. My whole family, we shop like COVID still.
Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
How can you buy something that's no longer there?
Mm-hmm.
This is just a sign of what's to come. This is what's really going to happen. Right here, what we were reading right here. Like Elio said earlier, you're just getting a sign of what's to come. You're getting a precursor to be like, hey, all right, get ready. Because it's going to be real. It's going to get real. Right? Keep going.
God. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet.
Stop. They said one of the things that was not going to come over here was clothes. Your Sheen, your Fashion Nova that takes you 3 weeks to get here unless you get the expedited shipping. Your Temu, for those of y'all who shop on
that ain't coming to 2026.
If the port strike happens, you're not getting that until your house shall return.
You ain't here, facts.
Because it already take 3 years, right?
Hey, and I seen China, they didn't cut the wheat or something like that. So they didn't already start saying we ain't finna get no bread from them. We got to get it from somewhere else.
You see what I'm saying?
They cut that.
So it says precious stones and apparel, fine linen, purple, silk, and scarlet. That's your clothing, your jewelry, the things that are imported. That's not gonna come over here. Well, that started the other day. If that would have kept going, there would have been a shortage on clothes, they said, according to the news. All right, go ahead.
Fine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble.
Stop. They said the steel was going to stop coming over here. The same steel that they use to make them big buildings you see in Atlanta and in New York and Charlotte, the same steel that they need for some of the cars that they make, the chassis on the cars, that was going to stop if that lasted too long. Precursor to what's to come. Keep going.
Okay. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat.
Stop. What Elio just said? Cinnamon, that's an herb. Odors, you're talking about the stuff, the smell good that you get from herbs.
Spice.
Not even the smell goods that you get from herbs.
The herbs.
Oh,
like
frankincense.
actual herbs.
Herbs.
Yeah. Yeah,
wine,
frankincense, myrrh.
Herbs.
That. Baccarat.
Flour, wheat, herbs. What did they say was not going to come over here? Fresh produce. It's a precursor to what's to come, dog. Right? Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. And beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Keep going.
And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?
Hey, Elon Musk and Trump. I watch financial videos, you know what I'm saying? Do not listen to these teachers that tell you, don't do nothing with your life. everything's gonna burn anyway. When I first came into the truth, man, I wasn't worried about buying a house because that's everybody's aspiration to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's aspiration is to buy a home at some point, especially when you pay rent for long enough. You like, yo, I can, lower this amount that I'm paying and it's going towards something that I can own, right? And was from a very notable camp. He said, "Why would I buy a house in this kingdom? Why would I want a house and buy a house in this kingdom? Right? Because when the Lord comes back, I'm gonna be on the chariot. It's gonna be burning anyway. So why pay $1,500 in rent when you can pay $8? Because the house you rent and the house you buy gonna burn anyway.
They both gonna burn. Why not make it easy on yourself while you're here?
Make it easy on yourself.
Why not get the benefits of owning a house?
Come on,
you ain't got no benefits written one.
You feel me? So that's like saying, why get a car? You might as well Uber everywhere. That's stupid. So don't listen to these teachers who go a little overboard and tell you not to do nothing. So I study finance because I have a child. I'm trying to do something for my child. You feel me? So Trump, there's this guy named Dave Ramsey. I don't know if anybody watches him.
Yeah, I know Dave.
Yeah, Dave does the debt snowball and all that good stuff. He interviewed Trump the other day, and Trump was talking about how if he was in office, the strike would have been over. First of all, Trump said he would have replaced all them people. And Elon Musk and all of them would have been like, just get them out of here. Like, Elon Musk got at the union president talking about he drives Rolls Royces and he makes this type of money and that type of money. Like, Elon Musk don't have a spaceship. This is showing you that these people don't believe everyday people should have anything. Right? Now, where you at in this verse?
Verse 19.
Go ahead.
And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costly. All that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
Hey, if you can watch enough videos, you'll see a lot of these ships, all that stuff be falling right over. Ferraris coming from other countries in these containers on the bottom of the ocean. Right? But this is just a precursor. We don't be thinking with a spiritual eye sometimes when it comes to a lot of this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the brother, shout out to Yawasop. He was one of the first ones to put it in our chat. Hey, yo, this is happening, that's happening. Get right. Right? Hey, this is the time we got to stick together. I made a post on Facebook, and I know sisters probably got upset with me, but I don't really care. I said there's an influx of sisters inside the truth and out the truth, leaving their husbands right before news of a famine. And I said, brothers, be still. Now, what was I saying? Was I saying, hey, brother who abused your wife and treated her like nothing, don't worry about it because she's going to need you again because the family's coming? I'm not talking about those brothers. I'm talking about the brothers who go through Sirach 2 and 1 when they come into the truth. Right? And they go through a time of Job, right? Where their household is getting hit. The things that they love the most is getting hit because they're deciding to serve the Lord.
Yeah, because don't always think that you got a wicked woman because you wicked or something like that. Sometimes it's a Job situation.
Yeah.
You can put that out there. Because sometimes niggas think that girl going off because they,
They ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not talking to the brothers who abuse their wives and they did nothing they were supposed to do and, beat on their woman and do. We're not talking to y'all.
We ain't talking no Diddies.
Right. When I told the brothers to be still, I'm talking to the brothers who stand 10 toes down for the Lord, trying to do right by their households, and Satan just knows I can get to this man through this woman. Right? If you go back to my class, dang, what did I name that class? Enduring affliction. Go to that class and go to where we were talking about the Job story, and you'll see how Job was. You know, this brother over there. Are you all right?
Yeah, you know that damn. I'm still hurting, guy. I still got some swelling. I moved the wrong way just now. My bad.
Right.
Go ahead.
If you go over the Job story, you see how Satan's gonna hit you where you in the place you love the most. Right. But back to what I was saying, this was time to stick together. We got to come to one accord at this time. This is not the time to be breaking apart, yo, because the Lord is about to put these people like roaches when the lights come on. They about to go, and the Israelite family needs to be like this.
Yeah,
right. We gotta be. All right. Last precept I'm gonna get because people was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Give me the book of. No, give me James 5:1 real quick.
It's the book of James, chapter 5 and verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. That's Sabbath.
Yeah, pretty much.
Time. Verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter.
There you go. So these people, bro, that's gonna be a destruction for these rich and wealthy people who feed crumbs to people who is doing this work, and they making sure they have for their household, but not making sure these people who doing all this work don't have. Back to the Amazon strike, people are saying they're delivering 350 packages a day, using the restroom in the back of their truck so they can keep going. Filthy driving conditions because the vans are not being properly cleaned. They're talking about how they're putting everybody else in risk on them roads because they're not taking care of the trucks. If all of these things is true, and the way that these Amazon workers are getting replaced by robots, there's something coming to these people, man. Hey, look, Sister Dawn said this is fact. So you telling me that this is a fact? That's what you saying, sis? That what I'm saying is actually happening. Shemaiah said, I know about that. You see what I'm saying?
Here, truck.
Yeah, he drives for, we ain't gonna say who.
Yeah.
He drives for doggone MSNBC. Hey, Soldier, that's true for Amazon, man. I'll tell you, said I worked there. It's nasty work. Sis said, Con, that's true. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, listen, the economy will collapse with all of this. The Most High has a practical way of tearing this country down.
He's showing y'all so y'all can get prepared.
He's slow roasting the joint. He ain't just gonna boom, it's over. Nah, he's slow roasting this joint. Why? Not for these people to get their stuff together, for us to get our stuff together.
Yeah.
Right. Because what the Bible said, just to let me back, right? They talk about rumors of wars and stuff like that, right?
Going
rumors
in there crazy.
You see, that's oh man. All right, I'm shut up.
Now you good. You can break it out. You can break it down. Give me Matthew 24. That's exactly where I was going next. That's why I went to James first. Because this was going to be one of the last ones. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to
see, guys, we be like this. We be like this.
John, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24.
Let's
and
start.
verse 5.
Or
you want to start before that?
Let's start at verse 6.
Okay. It's Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Hold on. Stop. Yo, Antonio said, tires be flat as hell. Close the door so you can pee. Better hope you pack a sandwich, otherwise good luck eating. I used to work at Amazon when I first got to Asheville. And let's talk about Asheville real quick. Matter of fact, no. I'm not going to talk about Asheville. I'm going to leave this up, right? You're going to hear about wars and rumors of wars, but these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Why? Because he's giving you time to get your stuff together. People, listen. All 26 of y'all who regularly watch our class, which we appreciate, right? The people who ain't listening, hopefully one day they come back and stumble upon this video. Yo, I'm going to take this comment off so we can use this as a clip. The end is not yet after you hear these wars and rumors of wars, because he's giving you time to get your stuff together. Understand this. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. It's going to come a time where the end is actually going to come, and the people who did not listen are going to be asking for oil for their lamp.
Not Diddy's oil.
Not that oil. Right? But they're going to be asking for oil for their lamp, but it's not going to be enough. You should have prepared. Right? Keep going up.
God. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Hey, check this out, right? Asheville just got wiped out daggone there.
Because of the hurricane?
From Hurricane Helene. Now, they said North Carolina has the biggest supply of lithium and the biggest supply of something else that is very much needed for electric cars and such, right? And the mountains of Asheville, these people, the government or whoever it is, wanted to drill in these mountains to get that substance that they have in those mountains. But the people own that land, and the people was telling them, no, you can't do it. We're not going to allow it. Well, ironically, a humongous hurricane came and wiped all those people off their land. And it said a lot of those people did not have insurance. So now they're about to be forced to sell that land for cheap.
Damn.
Hey. See, there you go. Lithium. And they just did a contract with Tesla. Who owns
Damn.
Who owns Tesla?
Elon Musk.
What did we just finish talking about though with them? So you got port strikes and this at the same time. Coincidence?
And he's involved in both of them. Like Diddy involved in all the other stuff. Ain't it crazy? Just keep going round and round.
Coincidence? Come on, bro. Look at that.
So they did engineer the flood. I knew somebody was gonna say it.
I was saying it without saying it. See, the sister put it two and two.
And the funny thing about it is, it's like the whole situation with Diddy, it's a situation and a distraction at the same time.
Exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's
and we
going
talked
on.
about all three of them at the same time. Look at that, bro. Look at this spirit work.
That's crazy, man.
You got the diddler, the Jewish woman, and the port strikes, right? And the knowledge of such, all in one class. So,
yep. Now, sounds like New Orleans. You're right.
The diddler.
Right now, all these are the beginning of sorrows. It's the beginning of sorrows once again, because the Most High ain't just gonna cut the light off. He slow roasted the joint. When you slow roast something in the grill, it looks like it's not cooking for real. it don't look like it's cooking. But you go an hour, I ain't really doing nothing.
Come back and that thing look like
Come back, it's getting a little darker. Until you keep every hour you keep checking, and eventually it's going to be done.
One time you come back and it's falling off the bone, and you like, damn.
It's ready.
That's when the rockets is flying. When it's falling off the bone, that's when everybody gonna be like, damn.
Now, speaking of rockets, and we're gonna end it here. We just seen hella rockets.
Yeah.
The small house was like, oh, damn.
They were crying like crazy. Now, my thing is this. All you Christian scholars who believe that these are the people, all you economists that believe we should be giving all this money to Israel because whoever blesses Israel shall be blessed and all this, right?
What you gonna say?
Show me. Because they the people of the land. The Most High gave them the land back. Remember, that's what they said. Show me where bombs gonna be dropping after the doggone people of the land go back. Show me. I want to see it in scripture.
Thought it wasn't supposed to be no more war in the land.
Wait a minute. Didn't that one not share a video where, like, I guess the dude was trying to say why that's happening to them is because of the curses of Deuteronomy?
Oh, we gotta react to that video, bro. And we got time. We got to do that video next week if we got time.
I missed that. I gotta see that. Hold on.
So America is getting the blessings and they getting the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Y'all, every time we had this conversation, y'all remember y'all were supposed to be the ones who already had went through that, and now y'all got the land back. But now you're going through the curses.
Now you're going through the curses in the land.
Again, in the land.
Wait, time out. Whoa. You know Deuteronomy 28. You know Deuteronomy 28 said that you're going to a land that you knew not, right? So if y'all saying y'all going through the curse of Deuteronomy 28, y'all didn't went to the wrong land now, you damn mother truckers. So we're gonna talk about that. That's damn.
I'm just saying, hey, listen, man. A lot going on, the signs of the times. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Signs of the times. Hey, man, we got a lot going on. Make sure that you keep, your lamps filled with oil, man. Watch this news. It's an interesting time. Shaquat said it the other day in the chat. He was like, man, what a great time to be alive to see all this stuff happen, man. It's crazy. Keep your houses in order. This ain't the time to be splitting up. It's the time the families need to be coming together. Brothers, keep your ego in check. Sisters, keep your emotions in check and look at the bigger picture, man. Because a lot of us gonna be in this thing alone. And this ain't the time for that. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, hey, we gotta stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta stay
brothers,
prayed.
if you find a sister, and sisters, if you find a brother, no pun intended, but go ahead and step in the name of love. Huh?
All right. Make sure you court first. But hey, Day of Atonement is next week, like the brother said. I'm gonna put this back on the screen real quick. All right, hey, make sure you sign the petition. All right, to help us present some things on the behalf of Brother Javion McGee. All right, most high willing, we will have an event in November, just doing some things inside the community by the school. If you want to help us, hit us with a Cash App donation at $AHOS School. This helps us pay the bills and the rent. That has already passed. We need to actually take that off. All right. Hope y'all had a good Feast of Trumpets. We got, well, there it goes. Atonement coming up. And then we got Tabernacles. The reason why we said the 16th for Tabernacles, that is the opening of Tabernacles. Right? We're going to observe the 17th through the 20th together. The Tabernacles starts on the 16th. All right. Hey, dedication. Hey, Listen, hey. And now for real, my barber just moved to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And I was sad, bro. I was at the mall earlier. All praise to the Most High. I got invited to speak at an event tomorrow. And I wasn't going to get a haircut until right before Tabernacles, dog. I went to the mall. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, let me try one of these mall dudes, bro. Bro got me right, cuz it's over with. Back in the game, B. But with that being said, hey, dedication is on the 26th of December. We're trying to be at the school. Ain't no trying. We're going to be at the school December 26th. Start RSVPing, getting your affairs in order to get to North Carolina, to Greensboro. All right. And we're going to celebrate the Feast of Dedication at the school. What other better place to celebrate the Feast of Dedication than a place that is yours? Since we've been in there, ain't no pork been in there. Since we've been in there, ain't nothing to sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? Let's have the first dedication in the school, man. Let's have the first dedication in the school, man. Most High willing, we'll have more to come. All right, we got to stop being so lackadaisical when it comes to gathering. Brothers and sisters been very, 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 very lackadaisical with these feast days. Very lackadaisical when it comes to putting your brick in with the body. Khan says for sure.
All you gotta do is pull up, Miss Denise.
Yeah, definitely come on out.
Just pull up.
All right. Brothers and sisters been very lackadaisical when it's come to a lot of different things within the body. Coming to camp, coming to class, watching videos, studying, praying. We all been getting hit in a lot of different ways, man. We got to wake back up, right? One more precept to back that up, right?
Slacky.
Yep.
Communication is key. Communication is important in these times, for real. Like reaching out to a brother or a sister, like scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? We should be preferring one another, you know. And it might be you that reach out to somebody that you never really reached out to and say something to them that could have stopped them from falling out the truth or something. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah. How you did that?
That's ugly. That's low-key ugly. Who wants to look like this? That's crazy. All right. But with that being said, let me get 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. And we're going to read 1 through 3.
I never pressed that drop down. I didn't even know them things were down there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
1 Thessalonians 2, 1 through 3.
Yep, because it's his second. Dang, dropped it already. Because we see that brothers and sisters, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We see brothers and sisters being very lackadaisical. Everything is coming before the truth. Mm-hmm. Everything is coming before the Most High. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like, we have no faith in the Lord, but we got to stop. That's what you got to do. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop doing that. You feel what I'm saying? My bad.
2 Thessalonians.
My bad. Hold on real quick. I'm tripping. I can't even find it now. What in the world going on? Here we go. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 2 Thessalonians.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us.
Stop. Right? We can't be shaken in the mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor word, nor letter, that as from us. Keep going.
As that the day of Hamashiach is at hand.
And the day of the Lord is soon at hand, bro. It's not the time to get shaken. It's not the time to lose the spirit. Like, we all do that. Like, don't get that twisted. Every last one of us get out the spirit in a sense. And it's like, bro, what am I doing this for? I'm going through this. I'm going through that. Whatever. We all go through it. You know what I'm saying? This brother.
You gotta remember, he chastised those he loved.
Right. So we can't be shaking in the spirit. Keep going.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
There's going to be a falling away first. You have to make sure and pray to God that that's not you. Read Psalm 51. Because those of y'all that have this thought in your mind, I got to do what I got to do. I got to do this right now. I got to handle this right now. And everything else can wait when it comes to the Lord. You have the wrong mindset. Your mindset is completely wrong. How do I know? I've been there. To an extent. I'm not even going to say in front like, hey, the Lord can wait. I'm going to go do like, nah, bro. We can't be like that. Right? There's going to be a falling away, and you're going to be deceived in thinking you are correct in that thinking. I'm going to handle this first. When I get right, I'm 10 toes down. Now you got to be 10 toes down today. And there's going to be times where you 8 toes down, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feeling 5 toes down. You 3 toes down, man, because you're going through different things, bro. You got to snap back. You got to shake back. You got to snap back into reality, bro, and remember what's going on, bro. Because you're going to be deceived into thinking your mindset is correct. Keep going. Read verse 3. One more time.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh.
Hey, watch this. Some of y'all are exalting your jobs above God. Some of y'all are exalting your woman above God. Some of y'all are exalting your husband above God. Some of y'all are exalting your kids above God. A lot of us exalt that job before God. I got to do what I got to do. I do not believe, I wholeheartedly do not believe the Most High trying to hear that. Because where's your faith at? I'm telling you. Right? There's going to be a falling away where you're going to realize, you're going to think that certain things are what you got to do in the moment. You're exalting that above God. Go ahead.
Or that is worship, so that he, as Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, shewing himself that he is God.
Right? So I just brought that out to say, bro, listen. There's going to be a falling away, bro. We got to stay in the spirit. Let's quit being so lackadaisical when it comes to our culture and our belief system. Or you could be Claudia Scheinbaum and say, oh, you know, I'm not religious. It's just I'm Jewish as a cult. So you can just say, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, but right? You can do what she doing. We got to quit being so lackadaisical, man. So, hey, it's the signs of the times, things that are to come. We brought all this out just showing, hey, watch what happens if Kamala and Claudia are both in office at the same time. We're going to see what happens with Mexico. We like we started off, what was done in the dark comes to light with Diddy, and these port strikes and everything else are just the signs of the times. Y'all got to be ready, man. Just
Hey, Mr. Cole, best believe if there was a port strike this year, probably going to be a recession next year. That they've been telling you that we needed a recession for, but then nobody could see the event that was going to lead to the recession. We thought it was going to be COVID. It didn't happen. Now they give us the port strike, right? Yep. So say we get a recession next year. Don't a recession mean, you know, possible famine? So, yeah, keep that in mind.
Amen. So with that being said, Hey man, we enjoyed doing the class one more again. Maybe we'll do it again, some impromptu stuff. All right,
Yeah.
I'm Judah.
Captain, all the aristocrat.
Boaz.
All right, we done know the House of Saints. All right, we know the Saints are going to take the kingdom forever and ever, even forever, by Shalom Mashiach Yahushua. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music.